The Blue Train of South Africa, officially recognized worldwide as a symbol of moving luxury, is one of the most iconic railway experiences in the world and a living legend of travel that combines engineering brilliance, cultural pride, and hospitality that reflects the soul of an entire nation. Stretching between Pretoria and Cape Town across approximately 1,600 kilometers of breathtaking landscapes, it is far more than just a mode of transportation. It is an unforgettable journey of indulgence, style, and South African identity. And to write about the Blue Train in a continuous paragraph of 3,000 words is to trace its origins, its transformation, its technical achievements, its luxurious interiors, and the unique aura that has made it comparable to global marvels such as the Orient Express, but still profoundly distinctive in the African context. The history of the Blue Train dates back to the 1920s when luxury rail travel was emerging globally, and South Africa, eager to showcase its resources, landscapes, and rising global status, decided to introduce a train service that would redefine the meaning of travel. And by the mid-20th century the Blue Train had become synonymous with opulence, its deep royal blue coaches gleaming in the African sun, offering passengers the kind of comfort and service that rivaled five-star hotels. The interiors were designed with meticulous care, featuring plush carpets, mahogany panels, crystal glasses, and fine linen, each cabin resembling a luxurious suite rather than a mere compartment. And the dining cars became legendary for offering gourmet meals crafted by master chefs using South African produce and paired with some of the finest wines from the Cape winelands, which is why every journey on board felt like an immersive cultural performance. But beyond the service and hospitality, the Blue Train also became an engineering marvel, with its powerful engines built to pull the heavy, luxury coaches smoothly across varying terrains, from the dry savannas to the dramatic mountain passes and the fertile vineyards near Cape Town, a technical achievement that required precision manufacturing, high-grade steel, advanced braking systems, and a constant process of maintenance and upgrading. For unlike regular trains, a luxury train must operate without flaws, as even the smallest imperfection can break the illusion of perfection that passengers have paid for. Looking at the engine close-up reveals the robust design and the pride of South African Railways engineering teams who not only preserved the aesthetic brilliance of the train but also incorporated modern technology to meet safety and sustainability standards, while keeping the external design intact, always painted in the iconic deep blue shade with golden insignia that earned it the name Blue Train. In the context of assembly, the making of each coach and locomotive was a masterpiece of industrial art, requiring craftsmen to assemble not only the mechanical skeleton but also the interiors where artisans worked on wood panels, upholstery, lighting, and even small decorative details like lamp shades and silver cutlery. So every cabin was not just built, it was curated, which explains why a visit to the Blue Train's assembly process resembles less of a factory and more of an atelier where industrial strength and artistic beauty merge. The mechanical parts exposed during such assembly processes showcase the complexity of train engineering. Air conditioning systems calibrated for African climates, suspension systems designed to ensure smooth travel over long distances, and soundproofing layers that make the cabins serene despite the roaring engines. Yet despite this mechanical depth, most passengers never think about these hidden parts, they only see the finished product, which is a palace on wheels. But what makes the Blue Train's narrative richer is the cultural symbolism it carries, because South Africa has always been a land of contrasts, rich in natural resources, marked by a diverse cultural identity, and defined by its turbulent history. And the Blue Train has often served as both a stage and a mirror for these realities, carrying political leaders, international celebrities, royalty, and business magnates, and even being referenced in literature and film as a symbol of wealth and aspiration. In many ways the Blue Train became South Africa's moving ambassador, presenting the country's beauty and sophistication to the world, while also giving South Africans a sense of pride that they too had a rail experience equal to or even surpassing Europe's most famous trains. Yet, it is not only about pride or symbolism, it is also about the sheer sensory experience of being on board, where from the moment one steps into the bright white luxury station lounges, greeted by attentive hosts, and then boards the train to find polished brass fixtures reflecting soft lighting, the atmosphere is one of serene elegance. As the train departs Pretoria, passengers look out from large picture windows onto the shifting landscapes, where rolling hills, semi-desert Karoo plains, and distant mountain silhouettes pass by like a cinematic sequence, and all the while the rhythm of the wheels creates a soundtrack that is at once mechanical and poetic. In the dining car, meals are served on fine china with silver service, while in the observation car, one can sip cocktails while gazing at sunsets over the veldt. The suites themselves have en-suite bathrooms, entertainment systems, and decor that combines classic and modern aesthetics, so that even during sleep the passenger feels enveloped in luxury, not just comfort. The train thus becomes an ecosystem of luxury in motion, where every detail, from the scent of fresh flowers in the lounge to the crispness of the linens, is orchestrated to perfection. And yet behind this seamless front stage lies the backstage complexity of maintenance yards, workshops, and dedicated teams of engineers, cleaners, chefs, and attendants who ensure that every journey remains flawless. For the Blue Train is not only a machine but a living institution. When we examine its front view, the design is majestic, projecting authority and prestige, with a streamlined nose and headlights that make it instantly recognizable, while the side views reveal its length and grandeur, a procession of royal blue coaches linked together like a moving jewel. The back view emphasizes symmetry and grace as the tail car gleams in the sunlight. The top view shows the aerodynamic roofline and uniform color that makes it a coherent design object. The engine close-up shows raw power and mechanical strength. The interior mechanical parts, if ever exposed, tell a story of complexity and human ingenuity, and the assembly process moments in the factories remind us that this moving artwork is also the product of hard labor, engineering science, and industrial culture. It is this duality of art and industry, luxury and labor, culture and commerce, that makes the Blue Train unique. And when compared with global luxury trains, such as the Venice Simplon Orient Express or India's Palace on Wheels, the Blue Train stands apart because of its African identity, rooted in landscapes and stories that no European or Asian route can replicate. While the Orient Express evokes images of European elegance and mystery, and the Palace on Wheels captures the grandeur of Indian royalty, the Blue Train embodies the modern African dream, one where the natural beauty of the continent is fused with technological advancement and human hospitality, producing an experience that is both universal in its luxury and particular in its African flavor. Moreover, in the 21st century, the Blue Train has embraced modern sustainability measures, upgrading engines to be more energy efficient, introducing digital booking systems, and ensuring that while the heritage remains untouched, the operational systems keep pace with modern expectations. This blend of past and present ensures that the Blue Train is not a relic but a living, evolving legend. And for those who ride it, whether for leisure, business, or symbolic significance, the journey is transformative, because one does not merely travel from Pretoria to Cape Town. One travels through a curated theater of landscapes, emotions, and histories, where each mile adds to the narrative of South Africa itself. It is perhaps for this reason that many passengers describe their trip on the Blue Train as a once-in-a-lifetime experience, something to be cherished and remembered, a moving memory rather than just a trip, and in this way the Blue Train secures its immortality not only in the annals of railway history but in the hearts of all who have stepped on board and been carried by its rolling majesty across the timeless landscapes of South Africa.